Hi everyone, this is Charmander, and in this video, I'm gonna do an updated tier list for the leader type and overall legendary heroes in the game Doomsday Last Survivor. I'm making this video because they recently released the new leader hero, Claude LeBlanc, who looks like Mads Mikkelsen, and this hero is absolutely insane. He is going to be a game changer in this game, especially because a lot of his skills are really good, especially his first one called Blossoming Life, which reduces the damage taken by up to 5 of your squads, which is ridiculous. He also has some healing skills if the HP of your squads is below 50%. His second skill, Lingering Miasma, is also ridiculously strong for debuffing the enemy, as it reduces their HP and travel speed by 35 and 40% for 3 seconds. So as you can see, he is a monster that a lot of players will start seeing a lot in field battles because he is one of the best field heroes in the game. Now, if you make him your leader hero, you can also take advantage of his cooperation talent tree, which is unique to him, and this is going to allow him to be a rage regeneration monster. So to no one's surprise, Claude is going to S tier right away. He is going to be hands down one of the best leader heroes this game has to provide. The next hero on the list is going to be Peter Carolyn, and he is actually going to the trash tier because he is not useful at all. So he is a free legendary heroes, and if you look at his stats, especially his second one, he does increase the rally capacity by 12%. So back in the days, you could see him being paired up with heroes such as Hank, who also increases the rally capacity, as well as heroes such as Master Jin, who also increases the rally capacity. However, nowadays, the rally capacity is not as big of a deal, as armaments, workshop, and beasts are more important. Next hero on the list, which is Hank, and Hank is also going to trash for the same reason as Peter, as his increase in rally capacity is not going to help you that much. The big difference though between Peter and Hank is that Hank has the skills talent tree. That means if IGG decides to revamp him, give him a skin or something, then he has the potential to actually become strong just with some changes. So for now, he is trash, but in the future, if they do decide to revamp some of the older heroes, then there is potential that he might be useful once again. The next hero on the list is going to be Master Jin, and Master Jin is actually going to C. So Master Jin does have some decent skills, but they're nowhere near as good as any of the hero pairs that you would have for Rider, for range, and for infantry for the purpose of sieging. So as a result, he is good if you are an older player, you already have him awakened, and you don't have two heroes in either range, Rider, or infantry fully awakened, so he is just for filling in the gaps. But then he's barely usable, so he's barely a C tier, and he's actually close to being a trash tier. Next hero on the list is going to be Lee, and Lee is going to be a B tier hero. So over the years, he's starting to lose his utility. In the past, he was considered an S tier hero because of his pretty good debuffing skill that reduces the HP of up to 5 targets, and his debuff also reduces the attack and defense. But with a new hero such as Claude, his utility is starting to drop, so he's not completely useless yet, because if you have 5 squads and maybe on your 5th squad you want to put in Lee, then he still has some utility in that sense. But I would not be surprised before he slips down to C and eventually to trash tier in regards to leader type heroes specifically. The next hero on the list is going to be Jaden, and Jaden is going to C because he has high availability in regards to the fact that he is free and most people can awaken him within a year. He goes fairly okay with an infantry squad, maybe in your 5th squad, so he still has some utility. And if you're somebody that's free to play or low spend, then it's impossible for you to awaken 5 squads of legendary heroes fairly quickly, so in which case you need to fill in the gaps, and Jaden fits that role quite nicely. The next hero on the list is one of the best overall heroes in the game, and that is actually Maxine. So she's not very good at fighting, but she's very good at what she does, which is farming. So I'm going to put her at B tier for the purpose of farming, and this is her not being good at fighting. This is her being one of the best farmers in the game, because when you finish a node, she does leave you a gift, and the gift sometimes contains speed ups. Speaking of overall heroes, another really good overall hero in the game is going to be Sarah, and Sarah is really good again for farming, just like Maxine, one of the best farmers in the game. She also moves really fast, so you can get away from enemies pretty quickly, especially after leaving a node. So she's not meant for fighting, she is meant for farming, but she is one of the best farmers. That's why she gets such a high rank. The next hero on the list is actually formerly one of the best garrison heroes in the game, and that is Victor Blackwood, who is going to go to A tier because he is still very good nowadays. A lot of people actually use him to pair up with Chasey, so Chasey and Victor, or you can also do Riven and Victor. And for range, I've seen some people also use Ethan and Victor. So Victor still has a lot of utility in regards to Garrison. He is not the best Garrison hero in the game, but he is flexible in the sense that if you already have him awakened, you can easily pair him up with another Garrison hero, and just by doing that, you have one of the best Garrison pairs in the game. Even though it's not the best, it's just one of the best. The next hero on the list is going to be Martin, and Martin is still a pretty good hero for the purpose of farming. So I'm gonna put him at C tier because of his healing ability, just to be able to keep your squads living for a long time as you are farming zombies. And last but not least, we have Bianca, who is still an S tier leader type hero, despite the fact that Claude came out. As a matter of fact, I do believe you can have both Claude and Bianca in your squads because they serve different purposes. For Bianca specifically, she increases your squad's attack and defense, as well as providing a shield factor for your team. She also regenerates the rage of your team. So Bianca and Claude together in your squad, not paired up specifically, you can pair them up with other heroes, but if you have both of them, then you have a powerhouse of buffing and debuffing leader type heroes. And this is really good because it adds flexibility to your team as well when you start fighting your opponents, as leader type heroes can pair up nicely with either range, rider, or infantry. So that's about it for this video for the updated legendary hero tier list for leader type and overall type heroes specifically. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.